So please.
Observability.
Important classes.
Heard about
You want to
observability in infrastructure, or this is
No.
a kind of monitoring infrastructure. Okay, monitoring infrastructure or application. Then we will set some predefined values, or for example, we have a virtual machine running. Okay, so this is a production virtual machine. So there is an application running inside the machine, or some Docker or anything. Okay, so this machine will running continuously, right? 24 hours. So we need to monitor this machine. Like, for example, this machine have some CPU. Okay, then RAM, CPU, then network. So many services running behind the machine. So we can set up the threshold, okay, for accessing more resource utilization. For example, CPU, just we can take CPU, okay. CPU utilization, okay, of this specific machine, utilization. So we set the CPU utilization. For example, if the CPU utilization is above 80%, okay, above 80%, we will get a email notification or any like any alert or anything. Okay, for this we need to set up something in these types of machine that is called observability. So coming to observability, we will there are some services like Datadog. Anyone heard about Datadog? Datadog is a
Yes, I heard of it, but I don't remember how it works.
yes, Datadog is a monitoring tool. Actually, we can monitor our resources and we can set the alerts based on our requirement. Then we can monitor applications. Okay, we can monitor application. Then we can monitor Kubernetes cluster. We can monitor containers. As there are several services we can monitor using Datadog. Okay, so this is actually paid one, not open source. So we need to pay for utilizing the service. This is actually web application. So mostly we go with the, using web browser, we can accessing the Datadog. Then there are open source similar kind of services are there. That is Grafana. Ever heard about Grafana? Anyone?
All are new terms to me.
I've heard of it, but I haven't used it.
Grafana, this is actually it's a it's a application. So we can add our resources. For example, we can see the user interface for Grafana. Then we configure Grafana. I mean, install Grafana. Then we configure Grafana. After that, we will add our resources. For example, if it is a Kubernetes cluster, then we need to add the Kubernetes cluster to our Grafana dashboard, or virtual machine, or any application, or database. Anything we can add in our Grafana dashboard. Okay, it's a application. We can view our resources, and we can not just to view, actually we need to configure our resources. Like we need to set the alert, then we need to configure the application alert, CPU alert, memory alert, all the things we need to configure inside the Grafana. So based on our requirement, the Grafana will send the notification, or it's it shows the alert in this Grafana dashboard like that. So the monitoring case will continuously monitoring this Grafana. Using Grafana, they will 24 hours in our organization. There is a 24/7 case are there. So they will monitoring these types of Grafana or Datadog, they will monitoring. If there is any alert, they will inform the next level team, like L2 or L3 case. So this is the Grafana. So I will show you a small diagram of workflow. Consider this is a Kubernetes cluster. Okay, I will short form EKS or K8s. K8s is a short form of Kubernetes. So consider inside the Kubernetes, we have several clusters, right? I mean, in coming to worker node, we have nodes. These are the two nodes, okay? And then pod, then container C. These are the containers, okay? And this is a pod, okay? Just now we are going to monitoring a Kubernetes cluster using Grafana, but Grafana can't. Grafana needs some inputs. Okay, inputs in the sense of logs, metrics. These are the inputs needs Grafana needs for visualizing these resources in Grafana. Okay, for example, Grafana will shows these things. If these things will get Grafana, then Grafana will shows like our node count is 2, then the pod name, all things will listed in the Grafana. Okay. So before that, these things, one more app services we need to configure in Grafana. Okay. So that services actually will send these things to Grafana. So we need to configure in between one service, that service called Prometheus. Anyone heard about Prometheus?
Yes.
So the Prometheus will send the logs, metrics, and or related things to corresponding that dashboard. I mean Grafana. Okay. So based on the logs and metrics, Grafana will shows the infrastructure details in Grafana. Got it. So where we will install the Prometheus, mostly Prometheus, we will install Prometheus in Kubernetes cluster. Okay. So the Prometheus will getting the all details of the Kubernetes cluster and sending to Grafana.
Could you please repeat the last 3-4 sentence? Your voice was breaking.
I mean, where we install Prometheus, okay, we will install the Prometheus in Kubernetes cluster. So the Prometheus will getting all the details of the cluster and sending to Grafana. So the Grafana will display all the things.
The definition of means what actually it does, that sentence.
Yes.
What's the work of Prometheus? Can you repeat that once again? I
Prometheus,
didn't get it.
Prometheus will getting all the details of Kubernetes cluster and sending to Grafana. That's the main responsibility of Grafana.
Is it a
Sorry, Prometheus.
pipeline?
No, not a pipeline. This is not related to pipeline actually.
Okay. So is it a tool, another application tool?
Yes. So mostly this inside this cluster, okay, Prometheus. Well, this is inside here. Then this will send these things like logs, the metrics, all the things to corresponding displaying application. Here it will Grafana. Got it.
Yes.
So to set up in a lab, we need Kubernetes or a virtual machine or any kind of resources. Then we will install Prometheus, Grafana. Then after configuring this, we will monitoring our resources using Grafana. Anyone have any doubt?
No doubt so far.
So I'm going to quickly create a Kubernetes cluster, okay? But I think, okay, stop state.
Your voice is not there.
Yes, I'm
Hmm. Means we are not getting whether it's a network issue or you're not.
now you can see my screen, right? I
Because
mean, Amazon. I'm audible, right?
yes, screen we can see, but we can't listen anything.
We haven't been able to hear your voice for a few minutes now.
No, I didn't talk anything. I mean, configuring my
Oh, okay.
EKS machine for configuring EKS. So just launch one machine. After that, I will modify my IAM. Then going to create EKS.
Are you setting up Kubernetes?
Kubernetes in configuring Kubernetes. So I am going to install the prerequisite. Okay. So installing EKCTL. Then going to install kubectl. Okay.
What does
So
this plus X permission means?
sorry.
What does this plus X permission means? Is it read, write, execute?
Yes,
Which
yes, yes,
what
yes.
symbolize?
Add executable permission to that.
Making that executable.
R would be read, W would be write, and X is executable.
So why plus is added?
So
With,
you added the executable permission to the file.
okay.
File means this file path. Okay. So that directory is user local bin. There is a service called kubectl. So for that service, this will provide a executable power.
Okay.
So I'm going to install. Yes. So it will take 10 minutes, I think. All of you go through this lab, right? E-case configuration. Does anyone have any doubt or any issue facing while creating? All are done, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Shilpa, you
So we haven't started.
okay. it will take some time to installing. So in background, there is a automation running, right? CloudFormation. So there is a CloudFormation stack there. The stack will installing all the things. My screen is visible, right? All of you? All
Yes,
there?
yes.
It will take some time. I mean, coming to EKS. Meantime, I will quickly go through a small topics. That is Helm. All are, I mean, anyone heard about Helm?
No, I haven't.
Helm.
No,
Anyone?
no,
No
no.
idea. Helm. What is Helm means? It's a package manager. Okay. Package manager. Package manager means, for example, coming to production environment. Okay. So, like we need to install some application, some open source application. Consider that's our requirement. Okay. So we have the infrastructure. Okay, like Kubernetes or virtual machine, anything. Consider we have a Kubernetes cluster. So we need to install a open source application. Okay. So we need to do several commands, right? We need to go through several commands like installing some packages or so I mean some dependency of that application. Okay. We need to install an application. So this is a manual way. Okay. Saying the manual way. So we need to install the prerequisite, for example, some programming language. We need to install Java, then we need to install some other dependency files, then we need to install the main application file, getting the file, downloading the file, extracting file. There are so many scenarios we need to follow to install an application. Okay, so this is a time consuming process. So we can use one more service called Helm. So if we install the Helm, we can search the application using Helm. Okay, Helm package manager. If the application is in Helm, then we can directly, we can using a single command, we can install that application. So these are the things inside the package manager. Got it? So that's why we are using Helm package manager. So it's a quickly process to installing application instead of going with the several commands and consuming more time. Got it? So for that we
So
need to
Helm tells you what is installed where in the cluster, which node something is on or
cluster.
something.
Yes, yes. Consider this is in a Kubernetes. So inside Kubernetes we install Helm.
Hmm.
So we can utilize Helm. Okay, in this lab we will install Helm in Kubernetes. So using Helm we will install Prometheus and Grafana. Okay, cluster is ready. Okay, we had to. My voice is breaking, right?
No.
We can hear you.
Okay. See, there is no pod, and we have to not. So we are going to install Helm, then using Helm we will install Prometheus and Grafana. Give me a second. I will search for. I missed some documentation regarding Helm. Okay, got it. Sorry. All are here, right?
Yes.
All are here,
Sure.
right? Okay.
Yes.
I found the documentation file for the Helm. So now we are in. Okay. So first we are going to install Helm. Okay. So how install Helm? Same way we can download the package from the internet. So this is a command. You can see my command, right? We just curling. There's a L.
You have the L from the control L, I think. Back.
Yes. So we curling from the package from the GitHub user content. So it will download. Then give the permission to server permission for this is a get helm.sh. This is a sh file. Actually, it's a scripting file. Okay. So inside the get helm.sh, there are several commands that will execute. I'm checking the client version. See, this is a version, okay? Version of our Helm. So we can say we successfully installed Helm package manager inside where so now we are installing Helm package manager. So using the Helm package manager, we need to search the packages, okay? The packages that related to our application. So this is the command using Helm. This is a Helm command, Helm repo add stable charts dot stable. This when we executing this command, this will add stable packages from the this directory, like sorry, the URL chart.helm.stable. See, stable as added to your repository.
What is this table?
Stable applications.
Some are like beta and some are stable. So it's gonna take what is only stable.
Now, from that application, stable applications, we are going to search. Sorry, we are going to add the repository Prometheus community from Prometheus community github.helm chat. So this is the directory of, this is the URL of Prometheus community GitHub. Then after the GitHub, there is a Helm chart package manager in the repository. So it will add the repository from the corresponding URL. Okay. See,
How does it going to differentiate like which applications comes under stable and which are not?
I think the repository has
Like each.
they're tagged. Yeah, they're documented which is stable, which is not stable.
Mm-hmm.
now I am going to search. Okay, the repo Prometheus community. So just search. See, these are the packages, or these are the applications that's in the repos. So we need to download our requirement. Okay, so our requirement is not installing all the things. We only install here we can see Prometheus with Grafana. That stack only we install. Okay, Qprox, this one. Before that, I am going to create a namespace for in Kubernetes. Okay, that is for Prometheus. kubectl. How to create namespace? Command create
Namespace?
kubectl create namespace
Namespace?
Namespace. Then give the name of the
space.
namespace.
Yes, the name of the namespace is Prometheus. Prometheus. Hit enter. It will create a namespace. So see kubectl ns. See the Prometheus is the namespace here. So now we are installing, okay, using Helm package, we are installing what? The Prometheus community for Prometheus. There is a package we already searched, right? See this one. We are going to install this one. Okay. So how to install this using Helm, and it will I mean installing in our Kubernetes. Okay. So there is a command. Helm install stable. This is a Helm command. Okay. Then we need to provide the stack name or the package name. Package name is Prometheus community / Prometheus stack. This is the package name that we from here. Okay. Then we need to pointing our namespace, that is -n, then Prometheus. That is our namespace name. Hit enter. Now it will take the application and installing. Now I'm going to check kubectl get pod. Mention the namespace Prometheus. See, so after we installing, we will get this. Inside Kubernetes, that will create Kubernetes will create this much pods. Okay, so the first pod have 2 containers. See, 2 by 2. Second one have 1 by 2, but I think it will create, under creation or we need to check. Then coming to the third pod, there is 3 container, but 2 ready, 1 is pending. Above 1 ready, 1 is pending. Then these are fine. 1, 1, 1, 1 already. We'll check again. See, now all are completed. See, 2 by 2. The second line is 2 by 2, fine. Third one is 3 by 3. All containers are running fine. So, we have to do something called, we just go to the service. This is, anyone can explain this command? The kubectl get svc. All of you.
Which one?
The command I am going to execute. This one.
Get service by the name Prometheus.
That means?
Get the service by the name Prometheus.
Yes, there are.
Yeah, this is simple. Like we are using kubectl command. So first one is kubectl. Then get is for getting the data, right? So svc is service. Whenever we using svc in Kubernetes, that means service. For which purpose we are using service? To exposing
Getting
application, right? No. Service for application. For example, we deploy on application Kubernetes, right? So after that, we wrote 2 YAML file. One is for the deployment and one is for the service, right? For service, how we integrate in that application and how we exposing the application. All the things we specified in the service YAML, like the selector, then the application name, then the service type is equal to load balancer or not port, all the things we mentioned in the service. So similar way, the Kubernetes, this Prometheus and Grafana or this Prometheus, okay, Prometheus have some service service there, okay, that all predefined. It's already in here because we installed all the things in using the Helm. So we didn't bother about the YAML file and all the things, right? Got it. One more thing I miss, when coming to Helm, otherwise we need to create our YAML file, right? For example, coming to the production environment, there are a lot of applications, so we need to manage that lot of Helm, lot of YAML files for deploy application. That's one of the reason why we are going with the Helm. In coming to Helm, we didn't, managing that types of YAML files. All are wrapped in the Helm package manager. So we just installing all the things. Got it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check the service of that Prometheus. Already I have installed the Prometheus. See, these are the Prometheus. For the Prometheus, actually there are a lot of services, I think. That's why these are the pods are created. One for the stable Grafana, one for stable Cube Prometheus, and then another for stable Cube state metrics. Related things are there. So just see, these are the services under the Prometheus. All are cluster IPC. So now I am going to edit the service connection. Okay. So these are the service connection that already we got. So now we can edit the services. So this is command kubectl edit, then service svc, then the service name. Service name, then the name of the See, stable queue Prometheus, STA Prometheus. So this is we going to edit, okay. Then namespace Prometheus, that we just mentioned the namespace also.
Uh, our command there is no service name, and the namespace Prometheus means it is giving getting a service name Prometheus, but
Hmm.
in that there was a service name also. And what does this mean? Service name, and again that namespace means namespace and name was there.
Service
So
after the edits SVC, right? Stable queue Prometheus, STA Prometheus. That's the name. That's confusing, right?
latest one, the last command, in that service name was also mentioned and the
Hmm.
namespace was also mentioned, but
Hmm.
before that there was no service name, but it was get it was the command was to get the service with that namespace Prometheus, right? What's the difference?
I will
Why the
explain.
service name is in the, yeah, means what exactly looking for? Hmm.
Give me a second. This command, right? Keep seated edit SVC
Yes.
stable. So
Yeah, in
the
service name is there, right? Hmm.
yes, this is the predefined command, okay, like kubectl edit, kubectl get, kubectl run, kubectl edit are a kubectl command. Okay, then we need to specify what service we need to edit. So here we specify the service, okay, SVC. So then we need to specify the service name. This is a service name. So that we can see here. See, got it.
Yeah, that is fine, but what after that?
After that
That
namespace,
namespace.
we just mentioned the namespace Prometheus. So the
So
Kubernetes
what's the
know the Kubernetes know this is a command for editing the service that is in the namespace
okay,
Prometheus.
okay, got it. In that all the services it is showing, and it's particular one service. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
got it.
No, no, yeah, but when coming to production, there are a lot of I mean these namespaces. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
this way we filter out the namespace using I mean dash n. Otherwise, we can check. Okay, it will show like see. It's I think it's only getting the things from the default namespace. That's why we are mentioning the namespace. Got it. All of you. Shit.